everybody, thanks for joining me again today for another Baby's Got Scraps video. And today I am scrapping 3 photos of my daughter. This is back in 1989. We were getting ready to head over to my mother-in-law's house to celebrate my husband's 30th birthday. Boy, that was a long time ago. And so back in when she was little, I used to love her being the first and the girl, putting her in all the frilly dresses and the little hats and the ruffly tights and you name it. So I have a lot of these photos that I can't wait to scrapbook. Yeah, fun memories. I don't think she'd let me do that anymore. And now she's given me all boys, so I have nobody to put little frilly things on and bows in their hair, but someday. Anyhow, I'm cutting these photos down to 4x4. Actually, I ended up, after I made them 4x4, I trimmed them up a little bit more just because I wanted to see some of the pink between the photos. So I'm going and trying to arrange them so that I go from the corners and then center it on the inside. This kind of helps you with the spacing between the two sides to make sure that you don't have like one side have a bigger gap than the other. It's just a little trick that I've found over the years. Now, apparently this pink piece of paper or the ones that are underneath, one is more true 12 by 12 and the other one is a hair bit shy of 12 by 12. So I ended up going and pulling them down and using the floral paper as an additional mat because I didn't want there to be that little bit of a gap with the size of the matting of the photos versus that layer of floral paper. So I'm just going to kind of put it on here, and then I had a little bit of that pink left, so I decided I wanted to bring that pink up above. So I'm just ripping out a little gap at the top and then putting that little scrap of paper that I had from trimming up the matting on the photos, putting that underneath, and now that pulls that up. Now because I had the ripping above, I thought it needed it somewhere else on the layout, so I decided to go ahead and rip the bottom of that floral paper just so the two go together and it doesn't look out of place having the rip at the top of the page. And I like how that ends up turning out. So the next thing that I'm going to do is take this piece of Maggie Holmes paper, and I only want like the pinks, and I do want a little bit of the yellow because I did pull out like a couple of the Maggie Holmes butterflies that I fussy cut have a little bit of yellow in them, and also I pulled out the yellow enamel dots. So I wanted to make sure there was a little bit of yellow pulled in just so that it was consistent throughout the whole page. So here I am, I've gone ahead and cut that down, and I'm just kind of pulling up that ripped piece of paper just so I can tuck this one underneath and have a little bit of the pink showing. Now you'll see that I had a little bit of the ATG was sticking out, and that's one of the things I love about ATG. If you just run your finger over it, it will actually ball up and you can remove it. So if you put it somewhere that you don't want it, it's very easy to remove and very forgiving, and that's just another reason I love using ATG. But the other thing I like about it, although it's forgiving, when it's down and it's actually in your album, I have yet to have any of my albums come apart. So whereas I've used the, is it Mono, the blue snail adhesive that you can get, I forget what the brand is, but I've had things fall off with that, cards that I've made, but I've never had my ATG come apart, knock on wood. So highly recommend it. So now I'm just going through the embellishments that I have and just seeing what fits. I took the doily, split it in half, put one half at the bottom, one half at the top. I'm using these little teacups that I have the little critters in them. I have, I think it's the ball jar, might be Amy Tan that I fussy cut out, I'm not positive. The butterflies, and I really wanted the little flower box that says "You are beautiful." And so I ended up not going with that heart one. I ended up going with this and kind of building my cluster up so that it meets the torn paper up above. And then I'm just kind of adhering everything down and tucking the butterflies in here and there. And then off camera, I will do a little journaling, just saying how cute she looked all dressed up and that we were ready to go to her dad's birthday party. Now, I do have actual pictures from the birthday party, so those I'll scrap at a later time, but these were just the three that I had taken at home. And it's kind of cute because it's on her little elephant chair she had, and I tried not to cut too much out of the background so you can still see some of like our chair that we had and some of the pictures that we had on the wall, because I want to be able to see some of that decor that I can't believe we did it, but you know, when you're first married only for a few years, you have what you have. The other thing I did was I pulled out these puffy stickers from Paige Evans. I still had them hanging out on my desk from my mini paper pad page I made yesterday. So I wanted to make sure that I added a few of those on. And that's it for my layout. I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking it out, for all the people that have subscribed and all the likes and wonderful comments that I've received. I really do appreciate it. And we will be back again tomorrow for another layout for the Baby Scott Scraps. Thanks so much for watching. Here's a couple close-ups for you. And you have all a great day.